Greetings, everyone. Thank you all for joining and welcome to another edition of Real Roots TV. I am Yate Keaton, also known as Miss Pro Natural in the Natural Hair Community, and I am here to chat live with you tonight and bring you up to speed on what's taking place, what's happening. But before I get into that, I want to go ahead and get us on Instagram. So I'm working on that too. All right. And be patient with me because I'm learning how to work this live stream. Greetings, Natural Hair fam. Welcome to another edition of Real Roots TV. I am broadcasting live on Facebook as well as Instagram. So I am using live streams. So I'm I'm getting used to working the program. So you got to bear with me until I get the bugs and stuff worked out on my end. It's all set up. I'm just learning how to maneuver through the program. But once again, thank you, Instagram fam. Thank you, Facebook fam. To those of you who are tuning in, greatly appreciate it. Thank you for joining. I'm not able to see who's on, but thank you. I see that you are on Facebook. Thank you here to my live viewers. So once again, I am Yate Keaton, also known as Miss Pro Natural in the Natural Hair Community. And I want to come on tonight to kind of talk to you about hair and health, talk to you a little bit about this new t-shirt design here. And I'll share with you the other ones that we just brought out here, Juneteenth. A crossover for Juneteenth and the 4th of July for those of you who celebrate the 4th of July as well. And I also want to share with you all what's been happening on this journey of me emerging as a natural hair stylist. Give you the highs and lows, the positives, the negatives, and everything in between, because it is a journey. And I'm going to tie all the just share with you on my experience. And as I continue to go through this process, I'll share it with you as well, as raw and as uncut as I possibly can. So if you're not following us, go ahead and hit that follow button, okay? Do share the broadcast. We're open to take your comments. And if you're catching this on the replay, thank you for joining. Hey there, thanks for tuning in. I got to maneuver everything. But thank you for joining. Once again, if you're catching this on the replay, I greatly appreciate you. Instagram fam is only going to last for 24 hours. So if you miss it, head over to Real Roots Naturals on Facebook. That's Roots with a Z. And check the broadcast out over there. Facebook fam, y'all good. All right. So hair and health. All right. So with hair, I'm just going to let y'all know that this is an interesting, enlightening, eye-opening, it's, how can I put it? Part of me feel like it's, I've done this before, and maybe in some essence I have, because I grew up in the industry. Y'all know the story. I actually grew up in the industry, but I never put two and two together in terms of me actually being a player in the industry. And it wasn't until I had this major injury, which I suffered here. I'll have my snap anniversary here in 2 years. October 1st, I completely ruptured my Achilles tendon, which had me on my back, literally, because I had to elevate and rest, be off of it for some time. And had me down for a little bit. When I say down, that means physically out of commission. And then my spirits were down too, because I'm like, dang, how this gonna happen? And I got all these things going on. But when it's time to sit down or get still, God sure know how to get our attention. So I'll just share that with you. So during that time, I did some looking into my life, looking at where I've been, where I'm going. And because of the significance of the injury, and you all are going to hear this because this was a major player in making me or pushing me to think about some things and ultimately make this change. So during that time, I had a lot to think. Here on my favorite spot, my sofa, foot elevated, had just moved into this city. Didn't really know anybody, had just started a new position. So everything was fairly new. So to have this injury was really devastating. It hurt me to my heart. But in that, there's some beautiful things that came out of it, and some valuable lessons that I'm still learning and implementing and utilizing. So, as I mentioned, during that time, I had a lot of time to think. And the one consistent thing that kept coming back was hair, hair, hair. So when I began to analyze, how hair has played a major role in my life, I was like, dang, it's been here all the while. And then here for the last 10 years, being a part of the natural hair community as a natural hair advocate, natural hair enthusiast, as well as an activist, and just all in it. Had run a meetup group for 2 years. Have a apparel line, which you see here. This is one of the shirts. Let's see, events. I had an opportunity to co-host an event when I was in Jacksonville. I opened a show in Orlando with the original poem. There are a lot of things that I've done within the community within the last 10 years, but I'll say 8 years at the time, because when I had the injury, it was like 8. But during these last 2 years, I've become more and more active and, more involved in terms of evolving or emerging in this field as a stylist. So, and I say emerging because I have some things that I'm doing, putting to rest as I create this path, or I won't say create it. I am creating it in a sense, but I'm also allowing it to unfold before me. So I have some things I'm going to share with you. I have my natural hair industry book that I write a lot of stuff down. I also have another one. So I have a couple of them and some clipboards. But in that, I write down my thoughts, my ideas, quotes, questions, ideas for T-shirts. It just has a lot of stuff in here. I'll just say that. So in that, I keep that information near my side. I also have my other phone, so I record. If I get an idea, I record it. But saying that, all of that, I'm here now. So how does the health part play in it? Well, I have recently started working back out, and I hadn't for a while. Before the injury, I was working out on a consistent basis. And then, after I had the injury, it took me some time to get back together. But in that, I still had some fear, and I'm going to be honest with you, some fear about getting back out there working out because of the significance of the injury and the re-injury rate. So it just took me some time. So I'm at that point where I'm moving forward. But what also pushed me to really get going with the workout portion of it again and really think about it. Many of you know this journey, this new career choice of mine. I'm seasoned. So I'm actually 47 years old, preparing to enter in yet another field. So with that being said, oftentimes stylists, they come in their late teens, I should say 18, 19, or their early 20s, and some maybe in their early 30s, and they begin to pursue the career. And they've had, in other words, their body is, still fairly young and robust. Whereas, my older friends will say, no, you still good. But in reality, I am a seasoned. I am making that shift. So with that, I have to be mindful of it. And we know that stylists are some of the hardest working people on the planet, meaning they utilize their hands, their back, they're standing on their legs, their feet, the whole 9 yards. And it can really take a lot, or the body takes a lot of pounding. So in that, I said, okay, not only do I have to do this to get back on my healthy regimen and workout routine, but I also got to think about this in terms of moving into this new career field, which will demand a lot of my physical body. But I will say I don't plan on being behind the chair for an extended period of time because I have vision to do some other things, which I am an educator. I teach currently. I still work with our young people, our military families to be more specific, and I also substitute. I love it. I really, really enjoy it. I love the flexibility of it. But in all of that, I teach. So I want to be able to take those things that I've gained and use them in this new career field, along with me being a certified life coach as well as a certified youth worker. So I have a lot of things that I will be able to bring to my clients, and I am currently bringing to the few clients that I do have. And I say few because I'm balancing me moving into the industry as well as studying and researching and receiving mentorship, because I want to move purposely in this new arena and move precisely in terms of being as focused and intentional as I can, because like I mentioned to you earlier, oftentimes young women and men start early on in their life. So I'm starting a little later, but late doesn't mean anything. Okay. But in that, I just want to share that with you and speak from a standpoint of hair and the health aspect of it, and how this is motivating me to stay on this healthy journey and make sure that my body is fit for this new race of mine. So speaking of hair, I want to bring this in because I posted this on our Instagram page. So as a natural hairstylist, I do see a professional here locally in the Columbia, South Carolina area. And my stylist did my hair Saturday. Okay, got my hair done. I'm getting it trimmed, because doing my timeout in terms of my injury, I wasn't really doing a whole lot. I just say that, because I couldn't do a whole lot. And with me being here by myself, it was just me. Family on the West Coast. At the time, I got a sister in California that's still there, and I had a sister in Hawaii, which she's now in Bahrain with her husband. And then I had family in Florida, but nobody was here. So I had to make it do what it do and make it work. So I bring that to your attention because now, as part of my self-care and putting myself first, I am seeing a professional to keep my hair did too. And I can do my own hair, but I like the ideal of going to see someone else and being pampered and, just being taken care of. And I can talk with her and, share things and, put stuff out there. And I want to say this, she's very honest. She's upfront. She's an inspiration and a motivation to me as well. So she had told me, she said, okay, I know you work out a lot and you sweat a lot, and you won't try to save this dude, right? You need to get you a headband. So Sunday was my day. I went to Sally's and got a headband. I had heard about Nicole Ari Parker's Save Your Do. And it's this one here is the one that you can tie, but it has been since updated to this gym wrap. And it has all the modern technology in it to hold the sweat or to keep your hair in place, keep your edges together, and just kind of keep you from sweating all over the place. And also the heat, absorbing the heat. So with that, I have been using this and it really works. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen some of my posts and you've seen me coming from the gym or going to the gym and coming from the gym with my headband on. So I want to share that. And I want to ask you all, have anybody used this? What are your thoughts? Does it work for you? This is another one. This is the one that you can actually tie. So it's more flexible depending on your hairstyle. You can actually tie it around your head. If you wear a ponytail, you can really maneuver with this. Whereas with this one, you just slide it on and keep it moving. This really worked out for me because, of course, I have flat twist with some two-strand twists in the front. So that's the hair and health part of it. I want to get into the new t-shirt side of things. I got my notes here because I want to be intentional about some of the things that I'm sharing. And let me just check our comments over here to ensure that I am communicating with our uh, folks that are here on the broadcast and make sure that I am staying in connection with them. Thank you for tuning. Hey, Jamie, thanks for joining. Greatly appreciate you. We're talking tonight about hair and health. I'm preparing to share about our new t-shirt design, and then I'll talk a little bit more about this journey that I'm on, emerging as a natural hair stylist in the natural hair community. Not sure what is going on with my there we go. My mouse here. So be patient with me as I get this set up. I got to put something on here real quick. Thank you all for tuning in. Facebook. There we go. I'm back. Thank y'all for staying on. I am learning to work this broadcast here. So I clicked out, not intentionally, but just trying to maneuver through it. So talking about our new t-shirt design, just I say Labor Day Eve, we released another t-shirt entitled Embrace and Celebrate. And it's actually the slogan or tagline for Real Roots Naturals. And that is embrace your natural hair and celebrate your real roots, right? So this is the t-shirt here in white. I also have it here in black. It comes in multiple colors, if you all can see it, and it is very long. The hand of it is very soft. It is a Bella Canva t-shirt. It is a unisex t-shirt, so it fits really well. Fits really well, and it's also really soft. For those of you who know about Bella Canva products, and like I said, it's a really long tee. So if you're one that like to wear your t-shirt over your pants or over your shorts, or you like it to hang fairly low, this is one for you. We do have them for men and women. The design is created for men and women. We also have them for our young people. So both the boys and girls are able to obtain one, providing that a mom and dad or mom or dad make the purchase for them. So it is online at Real Roots Apparel. Facebook fam, you can actually go over to the Real Roots Apparel page, and we have the Facebook store online. For our Instagram fam, the link is in our bio for the new designs, and I'll put it up here shortly for the Shop Real Roots link, so that you all can go directly to the link. I'll put it up, and then I also put it in the comment section so that you're able to click on the link right away. Give me a second. Real Roots AREL, and that's bit.ly / All right, y'all. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I put it in the I put it in the link. So we're in the comment section. So I'll leave it at that. That's the one shirt, Embrace and Celebrate, is our new shirt here. This is the one in white. If you can see it, for our Facebook fam, I'm going to hold this up so you can see it. This is the one in black. It does come in multiple colors. For the children, we have small to extra large. For the adults, it comes in extra small through 4XL. It starts out at $21.99 for the adults, and for our youth, it's $16.99. If you are on the East Coast, our shipment comes out of North Carolina. If you're on the West Coast, it'll come out of California. And I forget the city that it comes out of in California. But for those of you who are on either the East or West Coast, we accommodate you. All right. We do have an overseas shipment. So forget where that is located. But next time I pop on, I have that information as well. So just want to let you know about that. And to reintroduce our natural African American t-shirt, we launched this one here, the yellow one, so you won't see that one. But if you look at our Facebook page or our Instagram page on Real Roots Naturals or at Real Roots Naturals, you'll see that I have black, white, and yellow. But this is the black one. And it says, I am a natural African in America. And this is the white one. And of course, I said I wore the yellow one, so it's in the dirty clothes basket. And like I always say, I got mine, you get yours. All right. Just shop Real Roots Apparel. You can click the link. If you're watching from Instagram, just click the link in the bio. Facebook fam, I will put it below this video in the comment section. Or you can just go over to Real Roots Apparel on Facebook and we have the store there. So I want to share that with you all. We've talked about hair and health. I've shared with you self-care with hair and that I actually see a stylist myself. Right now we're working on getting my foundation together. I'm experiencing a lot of dryness as well as getting my ends trimmed. I'm also considering locking my hair. I'm still, doing a lot of research and just reading up on it because it is a big decision, one that you should think about, and it should be well thought out in terms of why you want to do it, the care, the maintenance, who's going to lock your hair, all of those things. You want to take all of that into consideration. So with me, the reason why I am considering it is because I'm actually entering into yet another phase of my life. And I think the locks would be a perfect addition to this journey, especially for self-exploration as I enter into this natural hair community as a stylist. So I think it is it's a perfect opportunity for me to, dig a little bit deeper, get to know me a little bit better. And it's also a spiritual journey as well. So this hair journey is also a spiritual journey for me too, because it connects me with my mom. She is no longer with us. There are some things surrounding all of that I'm experiencing now in terms of our relationship. So it is a spiritual journey for me from that perspective. And also this just being a new journey altogether and a new season in my life. So I think from that perspective, the locks would lend to that. But I want to ensure that my foundation is good, work on this dryness and, just kind of get a regular regimen going because I had not been doing that. And it just is what it is. So oftentimes life happens and, we get out of our routine and, things take us off course. So that's kind of where I am with that. I want to share that with you. And also seeing a professional, even though I am emerging as a natural hair stylist, a natural hair professional, I use that opportunity of seeing a stylist or a professional stylist as self-care, and also a way for me to, to take the load off of me doing my own hair, which I can do my hair, but I think is it's a way of ensuring that I take care of me. All right. And then the relationship, I'm able to share things, bump ideas. And like I said, she's very inspirational, very motivational. She's not selfish at all. So she tells me like it is, what it is. And she also gets on me too sometimes about some certain things. So, and then another thing is the getting back into a routine, a natural hair care routine, which my school and condition. Now that I'm working out, I work out minimum 3 times a week. I can go up to 4 times. Hey, cuz, how you doing? Thank you for joining. I can go up to 4, 5 times a week working out, but because we're doing some muscle confusion right now, I'm a little sore, so I'm sticking with the 3 and, allowing my body to recuperate from this muscle confusion. But in that, getting on a regular regimen. As for the health of it, the health aspect as it relates to hair, I shared with you all once again that I am coming into the field a lot more seasoned than the average individual who comes out of high school and does it, or gets the vocational training during high school, or they may start in their late 20s or early 30s, where I am 47 years old and I am beginning yet a new career. So in order for me to be able to reap the benefits or get the longevity that I anticipate out of it, I need to prepare my body for this this journey. And as I mentioned before, hairstylists, they stand on their feet. You have the back problems, the feet problems, the leg problems, the hands, and all of that stuff. So I want to put myself in a position where I'm coming in and I'm in a decent shape. I am in decent shape to be able to withstand this career as long as I can. And like I said, I don't want to be behind the chair too long because I have other aspirations. However, I got to pay my dues too. All right. So that's the health aspect of, me pushing to get back in shape from the injury, but also having that extra motivation in terms of entering into the career. I've already shared with you all the shirt, the Embrace and Celebrate shirt. You can get that at Real Rootz Apparel. If you're watching on Instagram, click the link in the bio. Our Facebook fam, we do have the store attached to Real Rootz Naturals. If you don't, just head over to Real Rootz Apparel, and there you'll be able to connect with the Facebook online store. The thing that I want to share with you all is the journey. Okay, so I made the announcement March 19th, which is significant to the transition date of my mother. She transitioned March 19th of 1988. And like I said, this is a connection of mine with her. So I made the announcement then. What have I done from that point to now? Well, I have a mentor who actually started mentoring me last year, and I'm not going to share the name just yet because I want to keep that close to my heart for right now. But anyway, I have a couple mentors, but this one that initiated pushing me towards this, I want to keep the name close to my heart right now. But I say that to say this. I've taken a 6-month class through Rare Essence Academy, where I'm still constantly watching the videos and taking notes. Got my handy dandy book here, taking notes, and I'm doing it as well as working on my mannequin and working with live clients. And as I said, coming into this field at what most would consider more seasoned in my life. I want to, purposeful and, kind of put some things together yet be open as to where God will take me in this field. So I don't want to be so fixated on my plan, get it, I don't avail myself to what opens up to me. So with that being said, I'm I have finished the course. However, I still have access to it, so I'm able to go back and look at things and review stuff and also work on it. Like I said, I'm also working with clients as well. I don't as many as I can, and that's intentional as well too, because I want to balance me reading, researching, and also applying what I'm learning. So with that, I'm taking my time with it. I'm not allowing myself to be rushed out there because I want to be knowledgeable, genuine, and authentic with the services that I provide and will be providing. So that's my take on that from emerging as a natural hair stylist. So I did that. A few months ago, I was a part of a show here where I was well, there was a call put out for volunteers to support Nappy Pat, who's a renowned stylist out of Augusta, Georgia. She's been in the business for 30 plus years. And she came up for the Summer Breeze show that took place, I want to say July, was it July 13th? Here recently, it took place, and she launched her brand. And, she had a runway show with the girls, the whole 9 yards. So I had an experience of opening a show and closing a show, as well as everything that goes on in between with that. So I'm grateful for that experience, and thankful to her and her team for allowing me to support them in that event. If you want to look at some of the video footage, there's plenty on our Instagram page. So that's something that I've done. I also attended the World Natural Hair Show this year, for which I've been attending since I was introduced to it in 2009. I missed a couple years in there, but for the most part, I've been at those shows. And this year I actually went as a professional. I took a few classes and took some notes and, did it from that perspective. But before, I had been going as a natural hair enthusiast, as an advocate, and to have that shift in mindset, you see things differently, and just your motivation is different. So I've been able to do that this year. And the last thing that I'm going to do for this year that's on the calendar for me is to attend the Natural Hair Industry Convention, which is again in Atlanta. And that's partnered with the Master Pioneers Award, which will be November the 2nd. And then the Natural Hair Industry Convention will be on the 3rd. So I'll be attending that as well to get some more info, some takeaways, and also to see what is happening in the industry, and also to, just kind of continue to build my resources from that perspective as I emerge as a natural hair stylist. So that's kind of what I got going on. What are some of the challenges that I'm experiencing? I'll say this. In the beginning, when I was making the decision of, still contemplating, do I want to do this? God, did you really say this? That sort of thing. I was, thinking, well, dang, I'm coming in later. These are some things that that was like running through my mind. I'm like, okay, well, hold up. You good. It's not like you foreign to it. Like I said, I grew up around the industry, so I'm very familiar with it. I do know how to braid. I know how to plait. I know how to do the fundamentals. So it's just a matter of getting my dexterity, working on my precision parting, Miss Rear Essence, academy, Essence China, working on my precision parting, and then just from there getting the fundamentals, building up the confidence, and also becoming more creative. So I have some ideas in terms of where I may want to focus, but yet at the same time, I don't want to lock myself in and not avail myself to what's out there. Sometimes we have a strong vision of what we want to do and how we want to do it, yet we lock ourselves off to what's available, what naturally, flows from us through us. So that's kind of where I am with that. So that was, something that I had been thinking about from that perspective, me entering in the field late, then also the physicality of it, which again, it's like, okay, well, you get in shape, you'll be able to get some mileage out yourself down the line. And like I said, I got to pay my dues. So I'll be behind the chair for a little bit. Don't plan on being behind the chair really long because there's some other aspirations, that align with, some things that I love to do, which is teach. So, but we'll get there. I'll get there. The other thing is, getting your tools in any profession or any career path. There are tools of the trade. There are different things that you need to help you be efficient, to make you, to help you work and do your best at what you do. Then you got to invest in training, education, and all of those things. So that's the other side of it, what I'm doing and balancing that out. And like I said, because I'm making this career shift, I still have a job that I work, which I absolutely love it because I've been working with children professionally for the last 15 years. So I'm in the midst of working in a career for which I love, but also transitioning into something that I was brought up in, didn't realize that there's a deep love for it. And I'm discovering that as I go through this process that, man, this is always been my heart. I just never looked at it. And I think it's because it was so close. It's like, oh, that's hair. Y'all know how it is. Something so close, you don't make the connection. That ain't nothing. But now I'm seeing it and I'm like, oh, okay. And some things come natural. Some things I got to work a little harder at. And then other things, it's like, okay, I get that. I can watch it, I can see it, and I got it. So it's just those combination of things that I'm experiencing. The most exciting part of it is I get to challenge myself. This is something new. I'm starting something new. I get to challenge myself, and the excitement of the unknown, because from when my mom started back in the late 60s, early 70s, things have changed. There are a lot of things that are, similar or still the same, but yet there are a lot of updates, a lot of changes, new techniques, things along those lines. And, hey, it is what it is. You got to keep up with the time, not so much that you have to do what others are doing, but you still have to be knowledgeable of what's going on. So that's the exciting part. And I'm able to, compare and contrast in terms of what I remember her doing. Hey there, thank you. What I remember her doing and what I'm seeing now. But I will say this. Mom's didn't like weave. She loved to work with the natural hair, even though she was a cosmetologist and she did chemicals and all that stuff. Whereas for me, yeah, I had Jerry curl, yeah, I had a relaxer, but I don't want to work with that stuff. Okay, so I'm really taking the natural hair to the next level, for which she loved to work with the hair, and then like with all the extension stuff. And I don't necessarily know that it was out during that time. All I remember is wigs. But she always worked with people's hair. And back then it was straightening comb, blow drying it out, what them things, finger waves. Y'all know the deal, the old school stuff. So for me, it's natural hair. It's being embracing our natural hair and celebrating who we are authentically. You know, we were born with this, and I always say this: we knew we were going to be black with natural hair before our maleness or femaleness was determined. Okay, so I bring that to your attention to say it's our birthright to wear our natural hair, and many women are embracing that. So I want to be, an inspiration and a motivation for that. Even though I wear my extensions here and there, I'm about to get some for an event I'm going to. But anyway, it's part of it. And she probably say, "Take that stuff out your head, girl. Wear your own hair." But hey, it is what it is. I'm kind of babbling on right now, so I'm going to bring this to an end. But I just wanted to come on and share with you all, give you an update of what is going on, how this journey is unfolding, some of the things that I'm doing. And as I said, I am taking some training. I am attending classes, conferences, and I also have mentorship, a mentor, and I have someone mentoring me as I go along this journey. I'm also doing a lot of reading, taking notes, it's kind of just jotting down my ideas. Where do I see myself? What do I want to do? And I want to share this with you. How do because I am coming into this field later in life, how do I want to incorporate, or how can I incorporate the things that I've done up to this point? So if you are unaware, I have a degree in interior design. So I've done a lot of work in that field. I've done a lot of community redevelopment from a volunteer perspective, two different projects, different steps. That aspect behind me, I work with youth. I'm a certified life coach and a certified youth worker. So how does that all play in? You're still dealing with community. Oftentimes salons are the staples of their community. So I have that aspect that I could bring to it as well. The design work, well, we use design principles in everything. The fundamentals of design, I'm using a lot of that information within the hair industry as well. Not to mention, before I got to this point, I did some salon redos or remakes, and also did some floor plans, or should I say exit plans, for a friend of mine in terms of having exit route out of the salon. So I did that and did a couple redesigns, what they call redos, not remodel from the standpoint of we taking and knocking down walls and stuff like that, but just more or less giving the studio a facelift. So that is something that I could potentially get into in terms of salon design, because I have that background and knowledge with interior design. And then with the life coaching, stylists, they talk to the clients, a lot of stuff go on with that aspect. They share stuff, important dates, they're there for, all the special occasion. So I have that background that I would bring to my clients, along with, I have a bachelor's degree in psychology as well. And then I also have resources of people that I know who would be able to support someone beyond my capability as a life coach and having a bachelor's in psychology. A girlfriend of mine, whom I will be attending her event later this month, is a mental health therapist, and she's also doctor of psychology, and she teaches at in my hometown at our local college there. So, having those resources to support our community as well. In that, my youth work, I do youth hair, so I can tie that information in. So in doing this and moving forward with it, there are a lot of things that I'm able to bring, even though I'm coming in a little later, a little season, I should say. But I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see where I be a year from today, and just allowing you all to take part in that journey as well as I emerge as a natural hairstylist. So I want to say thank you to those of you. Um, what is up? I think there we go. I want to say thank you to, I'm like, what is going on? I want to say thank you to those of you who tuned in. I know I've been on for quite some time now. It's almost 45 minutes, look like. And I know I'm going to be cut off here in a little bit on Instagram. But I want to say thank you to those who've tuned in. Thank you to our replay viewers, for those of you who've taken time out of your day to replay this broadcast. Once again, I am Yate Keaton, also known as Miss Pro Natural, your natural hair advocate, your natural hair enthusiast, nativist, and emerging natural hair stylist. I'm also the founder of Real Roots Apparel, the designer of Real Roots Apparel. I can't even get it out. The designer and visionary behind Real Roots Apparel, as well as the founder of Real Roots Naturals. So, once again, we do have the new t-shirt, Embrace and Celebrate. It is available online. We have sizes extra small to 4XL for our adults, male and female. We do have small through extra large for our youth, boys and girls. It is available on our website. As I said, if you're viewing Instagram, click the link. Excuse me. Oh, God. Click the link in the bio. If you're on Facebook, we have our Facebook store at Real Roots Apparel, and on our Real Roots Naturals page, we do have the shop available that's connected as well. As far as journey, I'm on it. I'm excited about it. Have my moments with that, and I think that's because we can always be a little bit harder on ourselves than ourselves. I just say that, and I have some expectations and things that I desire and want to achieve. Yet trying to balance that with being flexible and allowing my path to kind of unfold and not be so rigid in terms of my vision and what I think, and just kind of allow it to organically unfold, but yet still have some things that I'd like to do. But as I said, don't be so hard pressed and inflexible that you know what I'm saying, I miss the opportunity, or I don't see the see the sign like, hey. Okay, so that's kind of where I am with that. I will continue to keep you all updated. Follow the journey at Real Roots Naturals. That's Roots with a Z. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter at Real Roots Naturals. No, Roots Naturals, not Real Roots, because the handle was too long to include all of that. So we're at Roots Naturals on Twitter. And we're also on YouTube at Real Roots TV. So I want to say thank you all once again. I appreciate you all tuning in. Once again, thank you, replay viewers, for taking time out of your day to replay this broadcast. Pardon me. To replay the broadcast. Remember, you can get this design, our natural African American design, at Real Roots Apparel. We do have some other shirts. We have hoodies. We have long sleeve, 3/4 sleeve. We also have other novelties like the mug that I had here. That is available. This is our Real Roots Pride Motherland Pride mug. That is available. It's 15 ounce. It's available, and we have a few other things. We got some more designs that will be coming out later this year, just in time for holiday shopping. And I think that'll do it. Follow the journey at Real Roots Naturals. I am Yate Keaton, also known as Miss Pro Natural, your natural hair advocate, nativist, natural hair enthusiast, as well as your emerging natural hair stylist. Thank you once again. Remember to embrace your natural hair and celebrate your real roots with Real Roots Love and Real Roots Pride, Real Roots Love. Take care. Talk to you soon.
natural.